All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to another Webflow live stream. I'm your host, Nelson. Thank you for joining me this week. This is episode 152. We're going to learn how to create a mega menu inside of Webflow. Now, this is going to be a longer than usual stream because I think I don't think, I know because I practiced this, that we're going to use some very advanced techniques. And I'm not going to use the pre-made navbar component. No, I'm doing everything straight from scratch and just using divs, link blocks, and some very advanced techniques with interactions. Okay. So with that being said, hey everyone in the live chat room. If you're in the live chat room right now, tell me, where are you from? I love the community. I love how it's a global community that everyone helps each other out because everyone wants to show the power of Webflow and how fun it is. I mean, it's like a playground for web designers. You can do almost anything, and with the speed of Webflow, it's just fun. Anyways, where are you guys from? Where are you all from? Let's see here. I think I saw. Okay, Norfolk, UK. Paul, what's up? Peter's here. Thank you, and whoever is in here who's a mod, thank you so much for helping us out. It looks like Randy was the first one in the live chat room. Welcome. Chicago, Florida, India, Serbia, Seattle, St. Louis, Barcelona. Yes. Romania. Wow, so many cool people. And if you haven't joined the awesome community over at our forums, forum.webflow.com, check us out there. Join the community, ask your questions there, help people out over there. It's so fun. And fun fact, most of the customer support team members actually started on the forums before becoming employees at Webflow because we really love helping you all out. We love growing the community. We love answering questions. So yeah, it's a real community. Yeah, so if this is your first time being in the live chat or you're watching a recording, these streams happen at every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. And what we do is usually do some basic builds. Like, I think last time, what did we do? Oh yeah, we did like an accordion type of hover effect. We also do some advanced builds like preloaders, advanced interactions with timelines and animations and whatnot. Or like today, we're doing a mega menu from scratch. And everything in between, like speed web design battles, or interviews with the Webflow employees, or even you, the community, gets on the stream and shows us what you've learned or what you've created inside of Webflow, and you show us your process. We call those the community spotlights. So yeah, a lot of things that we do on the stream. So if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, please click that subscribe button, youtube.com/webflow, and then the notification bell. So every time we go live or when we upload a new education video, you'll be the first one to know. All right. Thank you, Meg, for posting the forum link. All right, should we get started? All right, let me show you my screen. And also, we're live streaming to both our Facebook page and our Facebook group, and through Twitter. So I'm gonna try my best to keep track of all the chat rooms. And yeah. So let me see if there's any people. Let's see here. No one commented in the Facebook groups. Okay, cool. And yeah. Okay, cool. All right, let's go. What's on my screen? Okay, so I got this idea. I was looking at boostedboards.com, and I was like, I haven't done a mega menu in Webflow in a long time. I haven't done a stream about it. So let me look at some cool mega menus. And I saw this one right here. And at first, I was like, oh yeah, this is easy. And then as I started to practice over the weekend, I was like, okay, this is pretty hard. There's a lot going on that you don't realize until you start building it. So let's break it down real quick, okay? So on hover, you have this animation that drops down the mega menu, okay? And then you have these two columns, okay? And the columns go all the way. It goes to the edge of of the screen, okay? But it stays within this container right here. All the content stays within the container that's the same width as the main nav bar up here, right? But then the container has 2 columns. And so as I was building it, I was like, how do you get the 2 colors? Right? And so, yeah. And then you notice that under the mega menu, there's a black overlay that hides the rest of the content. So your main focus is on the mega menu rather than the content below. So there's a lot of little things happening, including if I scroll over or hover over support, the mega menu goes away. All right. So a lot of things, a lot of little things happening here. I'm going to do my very best to explain as easily as possible how you can rebuild something like this. And let me just go to my build right here. And of course I did SpaceX. If you haven't been watching the streams, big fan of SpaceX. So that's why I use some of their stuff. But if I hover over there, yeah. So I kind of did it. Okay. So it looks simple, but not really. All right, cool. So I'm going to just use this same project just in case I get lost or like I miss a step, that I can just go back to this page, okay? I'm going to try not to use or reuse any of the already set classes or the interactions that I've already set up for this, okay? So I'm just going to start a new page. I'm going to call it workshop. Oh, and by the way, if you want a copy of this, I'm going to put it in my Webflow profile, webflow.com/pixelgeek, and you could clone it. After we're done with the stream, you can clone it for free, put it into your project, put it into your account for free and reverse engineer it, add on top of it, or even, copy and paste it to another project and use it. Yeah, it's all free. All right. We already got some questions here. Andreas, when will there be multi-language support? Soon. I mean, if you go back to the live Q&A with our CEO Vlad, he answers that more clearly. Wadud is asking, are you going to be remaking this menu for mobile as well? I think the stream will be too long for that because I haven't figured that out yet. This is just for desktop, but maybe in a future stream we can make it mobile. Okay, so let's go. Any other questions? And since this might go a little long, I'm not sure if I'll have enough time for site reviews, but I'll try to answer your questions as they come in. All right. So no questions from the Facebook peoples. All right, cool. Let's go. All right. So first thing I want to do is drag in a basic div, okay? Oh, and let me use some hotkeys too. Command E for the quick finder, okay? I'm going to type in div, press enter, and there we go. I'm going to press Command enter, so I get, instead of clicking on this opens up for me because I press Command enter, so another hotkey for you. And let's call this WS for workshop, so I don't reuse any of the classes I've already made. WS nav. Okay, and for this nav, I'm going to, let's color it white. Okay, so the background is going to be white. And I want this to be stick at the top, and so I'm not going to use sticky, I'm going to use fixed. Okay, and push that to the top so that way it's aligning to the top, and so if I ever scroll down, it's always there with me. Okay, all right, and now let's go ahead and inside the WS nav, there's nothing inside of it, so let's go ahead and quick find, and I'll add another div. And yep, there it goes. It added a div inside of my WS nav, and I'm going to call this WS Nav Container. So this is the thing that's going to constrain the nav to 1100, max 1100 pixels. I'm going to center that. Okay, you probably yeah, you can't see what's going on, but stuff is happening. I promise. I'm adding CSS, as you can see. All right, so let's go ahead and start adding all the navbar stuff, like the logo and the text links. Okay. And what I'm gonna do is let's go ahead and add a link block. Oh, forgot to use quick find again. Okay, so a link block, and I'm going to, inside that link block, I'm going to drag in a logo. Okay, and now instead of sizing the logo, I like to size the link block, because the link block is the parent of this, and this already has a max width of 100%. So I'm going to use the link block to size down the logo. Okay, so WS logo, and let's say I forgot what I use. Probably 150. We'll say 200. Okay. Now I'm going to, let's see here. I'm going to give some padding, because look at how close it is to the very top and to the very left of the canvas. So I'm going to hold shift, and as I hold shift and drag in any of the padding areas, it's going to do that for all sides. So let's say 10. All right, that's good. Okay, so now we have the WS logo there. So now we have to have our text links. And so let's go ahead and Command E, and let's do a text link. There we go. And I'm going to set this to display inline block. Okay. Call this WS nav link. There we go. Remove that underline, and we want that color to be, so that's how you have to override the color. It usually goes blue, and then the color picker says 333, but obviously it's not. You just have to drag it around and then type in your color or choose your color, and then it overrides it. That's the way you do it with text links. All right, so let's see here. I'm gonna use let's do semi-bold. All right, and add some padding. There we go. And what we can do is copy and paste it a couple times. Something like that. Okay. Now, I'm going to name this one Falcon 9. And this, actually, no, Falcon. And this one is Falcon Heavy. And then the rest, I'll just say example. Okay, let me delete these. Copy, paste, paste, paste. There we go. All right. So everything is squishing off to the left. Everything is like left aligned. Okay. And I don't want that. I want everything to be spaced nicely. So what I can do is I'm going to go to the parent container, the nav container right here. I'm going to set this to flex. Okay. And also, oh, look at, see, notice that everything is nicely spaced. Okay, I'm done. And I'm going to, let's space in between, and there we go. Nice. Okay. Now that that's done, oh yeah, there's a hover effect. So let me go here and click on hover for the states. And I think there's a background. Something like this. Okay, let me save that. Oh wait, I already saved the colors. Okay, cool. Oof, no, too dark. Something like this. Let me save that color. Cool. Or was it this? Oh, it was. Okay, let me delete this one then. Delete. Cool. Yay, save swatches. And so there we go. All right. So as you notice that the hover effect is very just on and off. There is no timing. So how to fix that to add more of a transition effect? You scroll down and click on transitions. And then I'm going to choose background color. Pro tip, never use all properties. Well, I mean, use all properties as a last resort. We put that at the very bottom for a reason. Last resort. To keep things performant, you actually have to choose the thing that you're changing. Okay? That way, CSS doesn't have to really find through all the properties which one are you changing. You're telling it directly, hey, I'm changing the background color. And CSS is like, okay, thank you. Yeah, computers talk. Well, in my mind. All right, let me add more padding to this. There we go. There we go. Cool. All right. So now we have that little, it's a transition effect rather than just on and off. All right. Cool. Cool. Moving on. Any questions so far from? Okay. Cool. All right. We're good. We're good. Okay. Cool. All right. So this part is done. Okay. So we're not using that navbar component. We're going from scratch. All right. Let's move on. So we have that nav container, and now I'm going to click here, quick find, and put another div. I typed in div and press enter. There we go. I'm going to call this WS Nav Content Wrapper. Okay, so this is the thing that shows and hides. Okay, this is the thing that shows and hides the actual drawer. Okay, yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set this overflow to hidden, but I'm gonna keep the height as auto for now. Okay, and here's that trick for two different colors that I had to kind of go with. So I went to image gradient, image and gradient for backgrounds. I set the angle to 90, and for this side I went with the lighter color, and then on this side I went to the darker color. And obviously it's a straight line, so how to do straight lines with gradients is simple. You take both colors and set them to the same position. 50%, take this one, 50%, you got a straight line. Now obviously in the boosted boards it's not at 50%, so I couldn't figure out, okay, how am I, if you were thinking responsively, there's that line, like how do you know where that line goes as far as percentages? You don't. So the actual content div will have the extension of these will have the extension of this left side color. So that's the trick I learned. Okay, what dude's asking, can't you just place two divs instead of using gradient? I felt like this is easier and faster, and I'll show you why. But again, there's so many different ways to get to an answer inside of in web design. This is just my way that I found. If you find a better way, please let me know in the comments or in the forum post or on Twitter, wherever. And I want to learn from you, because I'm not the master of web design, okay? So I'm happy to learn better ways. So let's keep going. I'm gonna Command E, and I'm just gonna keep saying Command E to remind myself and you. Type div block, Command Enter, and let's just use the same nav container. Okay. All right. So we have the nav container. And yeah, so what I'm gonna do is, what did I do? Oh my gosh, see, this is why I have to go back to the home. It said nav content wrapper, nav container. I didn't do a child. Ooh, I didn't do a child nav. What did I do here? Oh, nav content container. Oh, okay, there we go. I didn't use the same class. All right. Remove class. This is supposed to be a new one. Nav Content Container. Okay. And so this one will do the same thing. We're going to limit that to 1100 and center that. Okay, cool. And then let's see here. And then I'm going to flex it again. Okay. And let's Command E, div, and this one's going to be WS nav column 1. Okay, so nav column 1, the size of it is going to be 65%. And let's add some padding. We're gonna hold Shift. Let's say 40. There we go. Now I can see what I'm doing. And check this out. For this background, I'm gonna choose this. And there we go. Okay. Content wrapper. There. Yeah, so this contains it. Okay, cool. And now for column 2, ws nav call 2. There we go. This will just, we're just going to set that to expand. So it's the rest of the percentage, which is 35, but I don't have to type it. Let the computer do it. So we start 65, and that's auto. And let's also hold shift and give this the same number of padding. Boom. Cool. And just to go a little bit faster, since it's just content, I'm just going to copy this. I don't think it's cheating. I mean, I'm just copying content. Oh, I did. Okay. All right, I'll show you that. So I'm copying this content to go here, paste it. So all this is just a title row that has a margin bottom of 40, and it has text inside of there. Cool? All right. Let me go back to the home page. And should I build this? Let me see here. Should I build it from scratch or yeah, I'll build it from scratch. Let me go back here. Right there. Command E div ws nav items. Okay. And I'm going to set this to flex because I'm going to have 4 different columns of content. So I'm going to set this to flex. And let's put our first thing, which is a link block. Okay. I'm going to call this ws nav item. And I'm going to make sure that the text doesn't have any underline or has the blue color. So I'm going to set this to 333. Good to go. All right. Let's add the Falcon 9 Block 5. I didn't name them. That's the most modern rocket so far. And I think I'm going to reuse that one. All it is, the Falcon 9 big. I just set the height to 250 for the image size. Okay. So Falcon 9 big. And then what did I do? So I went to nav item, click on come on, Command E, div, and W, I'm going to call this WS line. And what this is just that little line. I'm going to say 75? No, too big. Say 50 and a height of 3. Give it a background color of that. And push it away by holding, not shift. I'm going to do Alt because I only want the top and bottom. It's going to push this away by 20. There we go. And then I'm going to press up to go to my parent element. Command E for text. And I can press return or enter just to start typing this. So this is block 5. Press up, nav item, because I want to make this bold. Semi-bold. Yeah, there we go. Cool. All right. And now I'm going to copy and paste this 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Now they're too close to each other. What I can do is go back to the nav items, which is flex and it's horizontal, and let's push them away from each other. And there we go. Working like this, you know, until there we go. And now I just have to double click, replace. Which one's the next one? Is it you? They kind of look the same. No, that's block 5. I think. What? Maybe one of these. I think this is it. Where's my settings? Oh, okay. Well, okay, yeah. This is the 1.2, and then they called it full thrust. Again, I didn't name these. And this one is. Wait. Okay, there we go. The 1.1, and this is the little baby Falcon. Falcon 1. How cute. And this one is not that big, as you can tell how it looks like. It looks stretched. So what I did was just I made it smaller, like that. Oh, okay. Look it. We have an issue right here. If I go to nav items, notice how they're all being stretched. It's because of this. So I'm going to align them all to the bottom. Boom. Cool. Yeah. Look at that progression. 1 rocket to 9. Amazing. And they landed yesterday. Well, they landed 2 out of 3, but like it was their hardest launch. It was their most difficult launch. So congrats to them. All right. So that's that. Let's go ahead and I'm just going to copy this, paste it in here. And this is like more information. And let me just copy and paste the content from the homepage really quickly. Copy, paste, and there we go. All right, so we have the content for the first one. Okay. Got some questions here. Oh, Poria from LA, welcome on Facebook. Anyone else? Cool. What dude? Flexbox all the way. Yeah. I'm not using Grid. I was thinking about using Grid, but for some reason, Flexbox made more sense for this kind of interaction. Okay. Here we go. Corey, why not use 100 VW? Because this on bigger screens, if I go like this, if I preview, I don't want this to go all the way. I don't want this container to go all the way. I think that's what you're asking about. Riley says, pretty sure SpaceX uses Webflow to power their shuttles. Fun fact, SpaceX doesn't use a shuttle. They use only rockets and capsules. But I know what you mean. And that would be cool if SpaceX used Webflow. Wink, wink. Use it. Update your site. Anyways, so now that we have this ready to go, it's now time to see an interaction in action. Okay, so let's do this. This is what I'm talking about if you remember, I went here to the Nav Content Wrapper and I set an overflow to hidden. The reason why is because if I set this to like 400 pixels or something like this, right? 450. And then I wanted to animate going down to 0, this is what would happen. And that's what the overflow does. If you don't have overflow, it would look like this. Your content would still be there, but your overflow, which is the content, will still be showing. So, overflow, hidden. Okay, and then the height will start at 0. Okay, so let's remove that, leave it to auto, and let's make an interaction. I'm going to go to Falcon, okay, and I'm going to click on interactions. All right, so we're going to more advanced stuff. Here we go. I'm going to press the plus sign, mouse hover. Mouse hover, I'm going to start a custom animation, and yeah, these are how many I had to make. So here we go. I'm going to call this WS open nav. And I'm going to take this Nav Content Wrapper, press plus, and I'm going to set a size. And this is going to be the initial state. When the page first loads, what's it look like? 0. So page first loads, it's just the nav bar. It's not the drawer, okay? But then when I hover over the word Falcon, I'm going to set the size back to auto. And I noticed on the boosted boards, they had a little bounce. So I'm going to do a little, let's see, is it bounce or back? One of these. Let's see. Okay, that one bounced way too much. Oof, okay, that's a literal bounce. Elastic? Oh, no. Wait, no, I don't want bounce. I guess I'll just use Quint. I always go to Quint. All right, we'll just do that. Okay, so that's our drawer opening. And that's all we need for this. Okay? Now, you might be wondering, how come you didn't do any other interactions inside of it? It's because I want to not add too much to one. I don't want to add too much to one timeline. I want to keep my timelines as simple as possible. Okay? Now, you'll see why later in the stream. I'm going to add a second element trigger. Same thing, mouse hover, start a new animation. I'm going to call this WS Nav 1. Now, the reason being is because this nav container right here, I don't want to show it. Okay, I'm going to set this to, I'm going to set this initial state. No, I'm going to set this to flex. So when I hover over it, it immediately turns on Flexbox at the same time that the drawer is opening. Okay? So when I go here to Nav Container, I can go to Styles and hide it. Okay? So if I toggle preview, let's see it happen. Oh, wait, it didn't happen. What? It's supposed to happen quickly. Maybe it's my timing. Yeah, see? Hold on. 0 out quint. 0.2. Interesting. Interesting. Hold up. What's different? Oh yeah, of course it does that because I'm on the other page. Go back to the home page. Let me see what I did. So nav 1. Yeah, I just did the hide show. All right, and then open nav. What did I do? Nav content wrapper. I started with 0, and then I went to auto. 0.2 out quint. Do I have to put the background video? Hold on. Hello. Oh, the background video is on top. Hold on. Setting a Z index to this to 10, so it's on top. Live streams, gotta love it. I'm totally using the same exact settings. Come on, internets. Okay. Set to auto. Oh, lovely. Lovely. So let me see here. Let me add hide show. No, hide show to content container. Oh, okay. It's supposed to be like this, and then this happens. Let me see here. Oh, okay, I did it. But the settings are different than my homepage. Ah! Okay. Let me work backwards real quick. So the WS Nav 1 has this. Did I set a delay or anything? No. There's probably a delay with the open nav. Let me delete this. I didn't see a delay, but might as well just set one just to see. Oof. Okay, let me study this. Okay, I'm back here. Open nav. This happens after Nav Overlay. Ah, so there's a split second because my Nav Overlay, I wasn't going to get into that until later. Okay, so what the Nav Overlay is, it's that black area down here. Okay, let me show you. This Nav Overlay, all it is just that color. It's the thing that makes all the content darker. Okay, so let me make that first. I guess I went into interactions too fast. So I'm gonna leave those. Yeah, I'm gonna leave those as is, and let's go ahead and do the nav overlay. Okay. Sorry to get off track, and I hope I'm not losing anyone or getting anyone confused. But this is web design. It's not always simple, but it's a puzzle. Okay, Command E, div, Command Enter, and I'll call it WS Nav Overlay. And we want this on top of the background video. So what I'm going to do is set this to fixed, set it to all, set it to full, and we're going to set this to Z index of 9. So that way it's on top of the background video. And let's go ahead and we're going to set the background to, let's go 75%. There we go. And we'll set the opacity to start with as 0. Okay. All right. Now I should be able to do this. Going back to my interaction. All right. So in between these two, I'm going to click on Nav Overlay, press the plus sign, and we'll do opacity 100%. Okay. So it goes like that. Opacity should be faster. Let's go out quint duration 0.2, and yeah, let's try that. There we go. Seems to be a little bit of lag, and I think it's because, yeah, let's see if I can do it faster. What if I go like this, add these two together? What happens? Yeah, it does that thing again, so it has to wait. So after previous action, or what if I add a delay of like 0.1? Nope, it has to be after. And a 0 delay. I'll figure this out. But let's just keep going so we're still learning. Okay, so we got the drawer working. Cool. Now we need to go backwards. We need to close the drawer. Okay, we need to close the nav. All right. Now you would think it's the hover out. Nope, we're not using hover out, because if you hover out of this element, then the drawer closes. We don't want that. So all these will be doing is the opening of the nav. Okay. What closes the nav is this guy right here. So the nav overlay, if I hover over any of the spot under the drawers, that's when I close it. So mouse hover, start new animation, WS close nav. Okay, so this one right here, I'm going to set the opacity to 0. Okay, and I'm going to affect the class name rather than this thing. Okay, and the out quint, make the duration fast. And at the end of it though, let's go ahead and we'll set a hide and show. We'll set that to display none once it's done. So it goes like that. Okay, cool. And also this nav content wrapper, the size is going to be 0. Okay, and I want the easing to be out quint again and the duration to be 0.2. All right, and one more thing, we're going to set this back to display none. So when this is all done, let's do a display none. Okay, and right there, right there, right there, and ooh. Oh, look at that. Oh, I forgot to turn it back on. The nav overlay is supposed to be on. Where is that? Right here. So when I open the nav overlay should turn on. There we go. So what it's doing is the size, again, the size of the content wrapper, the thing with overflow hidden, starts at 0 when the page first loads. And then when I hover over the word Falcon, the Nav Overlay does the display block. And then it does an animation to opacity 0 to 100. And the Nav Content Wrapper, the drawer, opens up. So I told you, a lot of little things are happening. And it seems simple, but as you get into it, as you get into the weeds, it's like, what? But yeah, it's possible. Don't give up. It's possible. Cool. All right, so that's working. Now, a little bit more advanced now, because if I hover over Falcon Heavy, I want to show different content. So how are you going to do that? That's what I asked myself. And I was like, I don't know. And then I jumped into it and I was like, oh, wow. So let's go ahead and go back to Content Wrapper. And okay, yeah. So this container right here has my content. I'm just going to copy and paste it. And now I can't see it because it has display hidden. So what I'm going to do is do display flex. Now I see both of them. Okay. Now I'm just going to change the content right now to Falcon Heavy. Change this to be the one that flew yesterday. Side note, can you imagine the 2 side boosters already flew the second heavy mission and now it flew the 3rd one as well? And it's like, that's a normal for kids today. That's a normal. Rockets landing. Amazing. Okay, anyways. Oh, I can't see that stuff. All right, let me see. I can't see the content. I can't scroll down. So what I'm going to do is, let's see here. I'm going to go here. All right, so I'm going to call this 1 just for now so I can hide just this. Give it a combo class of 1. There we go. I'll remove it later. But there we go. So this is block 5. And this one is just like version 1. And I'll delete these 2. Okay. Oh, no, they're too close. I mean, too far away. So I need to push them all to the left again. Okay. So I have to, let's do a margin on the side for like 30. Let's go 50. There we go. Cool. All right. Any questions in Facebook land? Nope. All right. Cool. Moving on. All right. Let me go back here and remove this. Okay, cool. So we have all my information. Oh, wait. The information right here is supposed to be different. Let me go home page and get that text. Got it. Copy. Go here. Delete. Paste. There we go. All right. Cool. We are there. I think I should push this away more. Yeah, that's cool. All right. Now it's like, okay, a little bit more complicated because now you have 2 pieces of content. What are you going to do? All right. So we're going to go back to Falcon right now. And we're not going to touch this because that opens the drawer. But we're going to go here. Okay, Nav 1. Now, I've set this to all elements with this class at the beginning because that's what Webflow chose for us. But you know what? I want to set this to change target to be that Nav Content Container. Okay, and I want to set it to selected element. All right, I want to make sure that it's selected here. So what this does, when the icon is like this, that means in the HTML, it's setting a specific ID to this element. So it's not going to, the interaction is not going to affect anything else on the page except for this element. If you try to reuse this same, interaction on a different page and this element is not on the page, then that's when you're going to get that caution symbol because the interaction is looking for that element and it's not there. It's on a completely different page. So it's going to look like your interaction broke. All right. All right, so that's done. I want this to be display flex, but on this guy right here, I'm going to display hide. I'm going to set this to affect selected element. So WS Nav 1, I want to show the first piece of content, but hide the second. Now, if you add a third piece of content, that's when you're going to hide 2 and 3, but show 1. And then with the Falcon Heavy, you would show 2 and hide 1 and 3. Okay? Hopefully that makes sense. So that's why, and that is why I have 2 hover triggers rather than just one giant one, because they'll then get more confusing as you go on with your project. Okay? So I'm going to go to Falcon Heavy, element trigger, mouse hover, and going to reuse open nav. And I'm going to add another mouse hover, and I'm going to duplicate nav 1. And immediately Webflow adds nav 2, so that's cool. Now for this is nav content number 1. I'm going to set that to display none, but nav content number 2 I'm going to display as flex, and there we go. Now if I close, there we go. There we go. Okay. Now one more thing. If I hover over this example link, this has nothing to do with the Falcon Heavies. So I need this to close. So let's go ahead and reuse the close animation. So I'm going to click on example link, mouse hover, on hover, start animation, close. Yeah. So open, open, close. And so if I go here, it closes. If I go here, it doesn't close. So all I have to do is delete these 3 and then copy this and paste it 3 times. And so now all 3 of these, or all 4 of these, have that interaction. So if I just go right here and then I'm like, oh, what's this? And that one closes it. Boom. Yeah, that was it's a long, a pretty long build, but something that you can build on top of. And again, you can use this in your own project when I'm done. Okay. Let's see here. Well, dude, let's create the mobile menu too. Will help. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. So when you clone this and you figure out a mobile version, please bring it to the next stream or post it in the forums, post it on Facebook or anywhere. And I want to see you build it. I mean, I want to see what you've made. Yeah, go further than how I've gone. All right. But there you go. And just for giggles, what I did was for these, I made these rockets go up and then back down on hover. And so let me show you how to do that really quickly. All right. So I'm going to go here, mouse hover, start animation, and press plus WS rocket launch because it's going up. I'm going to click on this, and this is going to move and say out back 0.2, and the move, we're gonna move it up just by 20 pixels. So it's gonna go, whoa, that was fast. All right, let's make it slower. 7. Cool. All right. And also the line is going to have a background color change of like orange. Something like this. So just for fun. I'll quint. And so it'll go, looks like this. And then on hover out, I'm just going to duplicate and call this rocket land. And this one goes back to its original spot of 0. And this one goes back to its original color. And here's the cool thing, all right? I want it to happen to these 3, well, to all of them. And what I can do is trigger on not just this element, but everything with that class name. So it added that interaction to all of these. And I think these too. Yep, it did. So check it out. Boop, boop. Yeah, reusing interactions. Fun times. Fun times. Whew, let's publish. Oh, by the way, this new button right here, the team made it easier to share your project. So, yeah, rather than having to go into the settings. Pretty cool. Whew, okay. Any questions? That was a pretty long build, but very, very fun to do. I hope you understood it. Again, webflow.com/pixelgeek. My clonable link of this project will be there shortly after the stream. Also, I'll post it on my Twitter feed, on the forum post, on Facebook. Yeah, I'm going to put it everywhere. So you can get it, have fun with it, even use it for an actual paying project. You know, use it for your client. Let's see here. Any questions? Yeah, so if you have any questions, let me know. Let me know. And let's see, I'll take the first 5 links across Facebook and YouTube. I'll take the first 5 links and I'll review them, and then we'll end the stream. So all the questions, but only 5 links. Here we go. Let's see here. Awesome stream. Thank you, Austin. Let's see here. Did anyone see this project? Just want to ask if it's... Thank you, Brian. Love you too, man. I love the whole community. I love what you guys do. Helping each other out. It's very, very nice to see. You know. Hugo, not a problem. Okay, we got 1, 2. So, Pierre Giorgio first. Stephen Campbell second. Wadud third. Anyone else in Facebook land? Nope. Okay, I'm closing Facebook for now just to save on bandwidth. Closing that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Web Desire, and then Scott Nelson. Where can I find a link to all of these streaming Tuesday sessions? Webflow.com/live-streams. All of them is there. Go check them out. Also, you'll find them on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/webflow. All right, so first one, let's go. Love the streams. Thank you, Kashav. Robo Roots. All right, here we go. Okay, Robo Roots. Let me refresh. What you got going on? Okay. So first thing, I like the animation. I like the illustration. Very clean. I feel like this is really close to your illustration, so watch out for that. And also, if this is 2 paragraph elements, they're too close to each other, or make it all one text block and set a margin or something. It's really too close to this. If anything, I think this is using Nav container, this is using a regular container. Oh, you're using grid. Okay, so what's the width of your grid? Oh, you're using the Webflow container. So, honestly, I wouldn't use the Webflow container at all. I would use a div block and set that to 1100 pixels max width. All right, because this is really skinny, and most people have widescreens now. So, and also, I feel like I thought the site was done. Like right here at this line, I didn't know to scroll down because I was like, okay, it's probably a work in progress. But when I scrolled down, the animations happened. So I would suggest just making the animations show upon load rather than on scroll. That way people will see there's more content. Because if I refresh, is there content? I'm not sure. If I scroll down, oh, there is. And then I keep going. Okay. Keep going. I would align all of these to the top. So your baseline for all this text is on the same, baseline. Moving on. You know, it'd be cool if you set this background to fixed. Oh, let's see here. Where's your background? Okay, size of cover, background, position, fixed. No, how do you do fixed? What's the shoot? See, that's why I like Webflow. I don't have to remember the CSS property. Let's see here. Background size? No, attachment. Oh, it's attachment fixed. Okay, cool. So if you do your background fix, I think it's a pretty more cool. Whoa, look at that glitch. Is that just on my screen or? Okay. Ooh, cool. You know what this glitch reminds me of? The intro to Matrix when you're seeing the Warner Brothers logo come in. But anyways, I think it would be cool if it was fixed. Oh, and okay, it's scrolling, it's parallaxing. Okay, I see. So maybe you shouldn't do fixed? Let's see here. Okay, yeah, you're parallaxing. Okay, ignore me. I like it, but make it wider. That's, I would say. All right, next one. Clothing concept. Stephen Campbell, what are you working on? And also, if you have any question, ooh. Let me close this. One more time. I love everything except for the bounce. I would use a different ease, just a regular outback. I would use easing of outback, not bounce. Because it's like this is nice and smooth, and then you get this one, it's like kind of kitty, like bing bing bing, you know. I would do outback. And every time I say outback easing, I'm like, I need a bloomin' onion now. Okay, you got hovers. Nice. Is this on Webflow e-commerce? I'm interested. Did you make this on Webflow e-commerce? If so, bravo to you, sir. Bravo. I still have yet to make an e-commerce site on Webflow. I need to. But this is nice. This is nice. Great job. Either than bounce of, yeah. Great job, Steven. Let's see here. Okay, next. Not a problem, Pierre. Let's go to Wadude Solar Farm. There we go. There we go. Oh, that'd be so cool if these dotted lines were moving or something. In the future, maybe with a Lottie embed, right? Right? You can have some SVG animations. You can even have the sun like up here or something, like going past or like going like this from here, and then you see like these solar panels, they become like this black. No, it starts like yellowish to orange, and then to pinkish, and then black because it's night. So like, oh my god, that'd be so cool. Ah, oh, Lottie, win soon. Okay, moving on. Okay, so that's happening. That's happening. Yeah, dude, I'm just thinking about Lottie so much with these illustrations because, like, what if they moved? What if they were moving? What if they're animated? All the things. I would put most popular. It looks weird how most popular is right here. Okay, I know what I would do. I would put most popular like as a slanted ribbon right here. Like if you, I wish I can like just. Let's see here. Okay, it's position absolute. So, I would do left 0, or like something like this, and then the top is like this, and then I rotated it. Transform. Rotate on the Z. Nope. So something like that. You know what I mean? Like it's more of a little badgy thing. Or yeah, a little call out. Yeah, so something like that. Because it looks weird when it's right here. All right. And I don't know if I would call out this would be the most popular, because obviously free is popular than not free. But that's just me. Let's see here. Okay, I like these cards. These cards are nice and clean. And I love the cleanliness of your site, and then the colors that you've chosen, because you know solar is all about clean energy, and then the colors really feel like that. And then a darker color to give it a footer. Love it. Yeah. Love it. Great job. All right, moving on to Web Desire. What are you working on? All right, not going to translate it. I want to see it. I'm guessing this is cookie. Okay, you're doing a custom mouse cursor. That's cool. Let's see what your menu looks like. Okay. I like it, but it's a bit slow. I would speed this up about 2 times, 3 times faster. The reason why is because if I were to click menu multiple times because I'm looking for information, I'm like, all right, where are the other pages? And now I get to breathe, you know, and now I get to gather information, but it takes way too long just to get that information. All right, moving down. Cool, this is fixed. Love it. Oh, we're doing some stickiness. Okay, we're doing okay. Not bad. Oh! What? What's going on? Okay. I see you. I'm enjoying it. Oh, yeah. Okay. Look at you. Look at you doing things. Oh! What? Let's go. Oh, yeah. Besides your menu, great job. Oh, man. Okay, now I need to translate it. Okay, so what are we doing? Are we doing storytelling? So website is the center of your internet presence. Yes, storytelling. Beautiful. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Keep going. Why professional design? Unique design. So you're telling people the story of what you guys do and why you guys are so professional. And you're right here. You're saying the proof is in the pudding. We do some awesome stuff with a unique design. You're telling time is money. Like, oh, great job to your team. I love it. And then this part right here, it's like, whoa, that went fast. Wait a minute, whoa. Oh, yeah, you did. Why not? Of course you did. Let's go. Oh, that's so cool. Ah, bravo, Web Desire. Bravo. All right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, last one. Cleaning Star by Jader. And let me see. Oh yeah, I already closed Facebook. Okay. Here we go. Okay, so it's a template. Okay. So when it comes to template, you have to make sure that you find ways to make the template stand out from competition, and stuff like that is your copy and your content, which is your copy and your imagery. Okay, you don't want another cleaner, you want time. Huh, that's some good copy. That makes sense. Yeah, you don't hire cleaners just to clean. You're hiring them so you can gain back time. Because like as they're cleaning, you can be doing other stuff that you need to get done. Huh. That could be used for a web designer or something. Like you don't want just a web designer, you want time for your business and whoever's your copywriter. Good job. All right. Cool. Okay, so still working at it. Got it. All right. Nice. Okay. All right. Great job. All right, let me do one more. Just Raluca, what are you working on? UI designer. I turn your project into something fun and unique. Okay, so you have a slider that's happening for different text. Cookie. And so ooh. Okay. That's cool. I was gonna say it'd be nice, right here it's pretty cool, but it'd be nice if there was like some sort of illustration of yourself, and I was about to say it and then I saw this and I was like, well, beautiful. Okay, watch out for your text here. It's getting lost here. Either put some sort of box around this whole piece of content and have that kind of a transparent color. That's nice. You did some good work. Good job. Oh, and you have a shop. Is this Webflow e-commerce? Yes, it is. Let's click on one. I think we ought to stop the puns. Vlad would like this. Let's see. If I click on it, what happens? Nothing. Okay. Fancy meeting each other. I like it. Oh, you have a lot. Wow. If you have a rocket... Okay, you don't. Well, if you ever have a rocket illustration, let me know. I will be a patron, and I will purchase one. These are really nice. Your love like honey, blueberry. Oh, your love like honey and blueberries. Okay. Okay, I get it. Or I don't know. Okay, well, good job. Yeah, this is really, really cute. I love everything. Okay, take it a step further. What if this section right here wasn't so thin? What if this was like a height of... Okay. Oh, you're doing a height of 55 VH? What if it was just 100, right? And this slider mask, nope. So this is within a container. Yeah. So what if you didn't use the container? Like, what if you didn't use the Webflow container? What if you use a div block that was 1100, but this paragraph, or here, this one right here, was like max width of 300? Like, wouldn't that... I feel like that one's pretty cool. Something like that. That's a max width of 400 or even 500. Yeah, like something like... Or even not 500 pixels. Maybe like a percentage. 35%. Yeah, probably a 65% so it's responsive too, and so it's more of a like you get to show off what you do, and then this copy doesn't get lost here. You know? Yeah, good job, Raluca. Good job. All right, choose tabs for the product images. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. So that's it for today. Let's go here. All right, awesome. Everyone who sent in a link, y'all are awesome. Thank you for showing off what you're working on. I hope my suggestions help. But again, design is subjective. And if your site is already performing well and you're getting people to buy your things, fill out a form, or contact you, or do whatever the site is supposed to do for the main goal, then hey, so be it. That's why there's like A/B testing, you know? So yeah, let's end the stream. These streams, no. I always say, oh yeah, if you have any account, billing, or technical issues, questions, concerns, please go to university.webflow.com/contact, and the support team will help you out as fast as they can. Let's see here. I'm trying to read. What do I always say? Why do I forget it? Oh, okay. If you have any design or custom code questions, please go and join the community over at forum.webflow.com and ask your question there. And do me a favor, if your question gets answered, please pass that favor forward by answering someone else's question so we can all grow together. These streams happen every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Pacific time. On our YouTube channel, youtube.com/webflow. Subscribe, hit the like button, leave a comment if you like it, and also hit the notification bell so you'll know when we go live and you can join in the live chat room. Okay. What else? Social media, yes. Instagram.com/webflow, Twitter.com/webflow. If you want to follow me on Twitter, I'm at thepixelgeek. Facebook.com/webflow. I think that's about it. And hey, check this out. Finally, we got some music to end the streams. Pretty cool. And to start them. So thanks again to Meg, who's our new person in our community team. She found this track, so yay to her. Yeah, I will see you guys next week. We're going to have another community spotlight. A community member is going to show us how to recreate the Mac Pro page. All right. Well, some interactions there and how to build it and whatnot. It's going to be fun. And if you want to be on the stream as a community spotlight, hit me up on Twitter or post on the forum and we'll talk. Okay. Other than that, thank you all so much for being on the stream. I'll see you next time. And as always, make the web beautiful. See ya.